We give glory to the Lord, He reigns. What's up, lovely people? It's your girl Eve. We are indeed the chosen generation. Moving to Ghana. This is the video to watch. Stay tuned. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's your girl Eve. I'm super happy to do this video. It's morning here in Ghana, and I'm super happy to say that it's by His grace that I'm still alive. And as Isaiah 54:17 says, no weapon that is fashioned against us shall never prosper. And so if you believe this word like me, just comment below, amen. Yes, ladies and gentlemen. So it's that time of the year where I get questions all the time. How can I move to Ghana, or how can I move to Africa? The beautiful thing is I have gone through the process and transitioned. I've been in Ghana for almost 3 good years. Honestly, the experience is a lifetime thing, and I am so happy I did it early and I didn't wait until my late 30s or 40s, because that would have been hectic. And not saying that those of you who are waiting to wait that time frame will not be able to do it, but I feel like the earlier the better. It makes it easy to jump and be able to get your foot on ground. So if you're watching and you're wondering, like, how do I first do the first step? I think the first step is research. A lot of people do not do their research before moving into a place like this. I would say the first thing you need to know about the continent is learn about the culture. I always tell people Ghana is such a spiritual world that if you just walk in ignorance, you will lose the ball game. And that's what I use to maneuver being in this amazing surrounding. The first 2 that I have in place. Now I'm gonna go into the deeper process of moving to Ghana. The third step is getting your documents on point. So if you want to end up getting properties and things, you must register for a Ghana card. You must have access to these identifications in order to make your transition easier. And God willingly, like, if you move here and you're able to get someone who is a family member who can guarantee you could definitely become a Ghanaian through that. But if you don't, and you're like someone who is basically it could be possibly, like, let's say from America or anywhere, you don't have these identifications, what you can do is apply for a non-citizenship, and that will be able to give you that process to be able to retrieve certain things. And in that process, you will meet more people. Yes, I do know a few people, so if you have any questions on how to retrieve these documents and in a speedily amount of time, I can definitely help you to get these plugs. Now, after you've finished your identification and you are now settled, my next goal for you, or I would say, is to get a place to sleep. If you do not have a place to sleep, this can make your movement very hard. And I think even location is very important when you're moving to Ghana. What I've noticed now is that a lot of people are moving back home, and so the spaces are getting, let's say, filled up quickly. So if you do not know who the right person is or how to find a good home, what you can do is get an agent, and through agents you can be able to find your home or whatever you consider as, you know, a safe place for you. Before you do any of these things, if you haven't visited Ghana and you just want to just move in and just, I'm moving to Africa, I don't care, black folk, that is fine. A lot of people have done it and have succeeded. But what I would say is at least pay a visit first before doing any of these procedures. Let's say you're someone who does not know anyone. I would suggest somewhere in the central parts of Ghana, because I would say start from Accra, because Accra has almost everything that you need access to, and it makes you still feel in the groove of still living where you were before. Accra has so many beneficial places, such as the food, the culture, the entertainment. Those things can help you in your transition. But I will say it gets quite expensive if you do not eat at home. So I would say secure a place if you're moving to Ghana. Now, if you're moving to Ghana, one thing a lot of people do mistaken is that here is a different ballgame. Things will not work in your time. Take your time. Take baby steps. And when I mean baby steps, literally, like, you cannot just start eating or chewing immediately. You have to literally suck, then you chew and eat, because if you start to do those things, you might feel disappointed. And honestly, if you are asking for help, do not think help is for free. Most of the time, our foreign people are like, okay, I want everything for free. Remember, the person that's pouring out onto you, sow a seed, so that when the person is giving their all to you, they feel like, you know, there's something in it. So when you're coming to Ghana, have a free mind, but also remember the people that also help you. I know we're not used to like, oh, why should I give you that? No, it's a different ballgame out here, different circumstance altogether. So if someone's giving you their time, literally, you should be grateful, because nobody out here has it like that. So when they're doing something for you, be pleasant and be nice. And don't take anything for free. A lot of questions people ask me all the time: is Ghana safe? Ghana is one of the safest places I have ever seen. You could be out at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. and nobody will bother you. It is a safe zone. There's a lot of police patrol. With the police on the road and every other thing, people are very, very good. It's just a matter of everywhere has their little one or two. I'm not here to testify for other people, but I am telling you from a fact, I've been here for 3 years and it's completely safe. So yes, you could be on the road and doing your thing late into the night and nobody will do anything to you. So yes, it is a safe place to be. Another thing that I would tell people when you're moving to Ghana is to first establish what you want to do as a business. Over here, financially, everything is flying. Money flies over here. It's like, I would say money goes so fast that if you do not have a business to sustain yourself, you will be in a lot of trouble. And I do not mean to use that to scare you, but if you're coming, have some sort of game plan, a step-by-step game plan that will help you ease yourself into the process. I would say first establish your business. If you have, let's say, a hair company, or if you want to come and do real estate, definitely research the market in which you're getting into. And so if you have that established, I would say take it little by little. And honestly, in Ghana, your first year is not going to be your greatest year. The first year is when you're getting adapted into the system. And so things do tend to take long to get done. So do not feel any way, but when your second year comes, you'll be able to bounce back into what you need to do. Another thing I would say moving to Ghana, what helped me was I had people who helped me in the house. Find people who can help you around the house, and don't think you can do everything on your own, especially if you're trying to run a business. And that's the leisure part of living in Ghana. There's a lot of great people who can help you, but always remember, watch out for the people you select into your life, because they can end up doing things that you might not know of behind the scenes. And if you're not careful, you may get in sticky situations where there's people living with you that you don't want their vibe. So I always say, examine the vibe you are bringing into your environment, especially in Ghana. And through those things, you can get genuine people who will be honestly committed to, you know, helping you around the house and giving you all that energy you need in order to accomplish or achieve your goals. Another thing that I learned coming to Ghana was this particular topic. I know people are going to be like, woo, 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 woo. And this is for my people who are Ghanaian but happen to be born outside. Do not start a business with family. No. Do not start a business with family. You're in for doom. I'm not trying to be overpainting something. Start your business with the right professionals so that you can be established. Find the right people who are in the field and can tell you the exact details you need to do in order to establish your business here. And I feel like through that, you'll avoid a lot of disappointment, because if you continue to say, I'm gonna do this with a family member, you will cry. So just do not start a business with family. Honestly, stick to the professionals and they will get you through. Do not go above your expenses. Do not do that. Because if you find yourself in situations where you're overspending, you probably have to take a chill pill and take things gradually. Because over here, what I realize is that you will be paying for something and it's still not being spent. So take your time, breathe, and be patient. Patience is my number one thing here. If you're not patient, you will lose it. So patience first whenever you are trying to establish something within the motherland. Another thing that most people do not talk about, I would say if you could do this, then you're going to be blessed for a very long time here. If you can get a car in Ghana, you are basically highly favored, because the essence of a car in this land is like literally, it could save you so much money. So if you can and you have the means of doing it, get a car when you're moving to Ghana. It's so convenient and it saves you so much time and energy. So that's one thing I would establish for anyone who's trying to move to Ghana. A car, a house, those things, number one. And once you have those things in place, you could do anything and it will get you to point A to point B. And also, if you do not have this option, there is Uber in Ghana, and there's other apps that also serve you as coming to your home to pick you up. I would say get a car. It's even if it's a cheap car, small car, get a car. If I had learned anything, or what I would say if I could do it all over again, I would watch my circle. So if you're coming to Ghana, watch the people you interact with. Your circle is your wealth, and your circle is where it will lead you into the right soils on this land. Because if you fall into the wrong circle and you are trying to establish something, it might not work. So find the right circle of people, read energies, know who is who and who is about what they are. Because over here, people can be deceiving. They can act a certain way, but really and truly, they are not that person. So here, looks are deceiving. I would say be careful of the people you interact with or you do business with, because people will dress a certain way, but really and truly, they ain't it. They may have an accent, but be careful. All I'm saying is, if you're coming, be having a spirit of discernment to know who's who and who's not. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have many more questions, what's the next video you want me to do based on moving to the motherland? If you have any more questions, leave them below and I will do these videos for you. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. Mwah.